This CSP Visit app.
Next two presentations are yours. Huh?
You are able to see, sir?
Yeah. You are going to make next two presentations. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Take care of the timings.
Definitely, sir.
Okay.
So this app was launched by our MD, Shri Ashwani Kumar Tiwari, on 18 November 2021, sir. So this the basic effect of this was for the effective monitoring of our customer service points. We have got 596 service points, and it was totally a green initiative, no paperwork, instant availability of reports without any delay. These service points covers 1526 service area villages across 18 districts of Telangana, where we provide at-par transactions. So earlier we used to do this in a manual mode, where people used to, the branch officials used to visit the CSPs, and they used to initially do it in a paper mode. Then we had a local MIS updation in the local MIS. And there was no proper authentication and no proper scoring mechanism for these CSPs, which is dispersed across various locations. The official visits of the CSP would get updated in the CSP Visit app. In this this Android app which we have prepared, the geolocation is captured. The selfie with the CSP is captured. And the visits and the exceptions, the entire data is available to all the stakeholders, that is the RBO, HO, or the service provider concerned. And these exceptions can be followed up by whoever it is has to be followed up. Now, basically, this process flow of a CSP visit, he visits, the branch official visit the CSP visit, he first captures the geolocation and does the selfie update. He records a response on 19 different parameters, which is, we have said, which is required for running a CSP point. And based on his response, the score will be made and it will be monitored, and the exceptions also will be monitored. This PPT slide indicates the login, the geolocation, the various parameters. For example, whether signage board is available, whether notice board is available, whether he has visited all the service area villages, whether he is displaying the identity card and so on and so forth, whether the furniture is available. And then when the selfie is taken at the location, his GPS coordinates are captured. And based on the parameters which has been done, the score is made instantly. As soon as we submit, the score is instantly available. In this case, this is CSP has scored 48 out of the 50 marks, which he could have possibly scored. And he is excellent, and his location is also captured there, sir. And various reports are made available. So various parameters on which we are actually capturing is about this signage and notice board, identity card, whether the transaction limits are visible, whether he is maintaining the daily transaction register, enrollment register, visit register, complaints, and then whether it is verified by the branch manager. On the functioning part, regarding the functioning, furniture available, visit to service area villages, whether the micro ATM and PIN pad are functioning, because the card has to be swiped, whether he is available on all the working days, whether he is following the proper process, and whether he is doing only the authorized transactions and handing over a system generated slip as acknowledgement to the customers. Then we also comment here on the CSP knowledge on products and services, and whether how he is aware about the various incentive schemes which we propose to be given to him. Whether his behavior is good, whether he is polite and courteous with the customers. The salient features which we have achieved through this app is, it is on real time, it is efficient and convenient, and the location of the CSP geolocation is captured. As a proof, we have got a selfie update. Exceptions are monitored, are made available and monitored. There is a scoring method. Hence, we have got a very well-controlled CSP visit app which is helping us in these locations. So we have made available of CSPs not visited, inactive CSPs, CSP points visited by official, and exclusively for controllers, the exceptions, the remarks, and where locations are not matched. This is made available to the controllers, sir. The innovations in these cases, we used an Android. We started using the geolocation and capturing evidence, and we have created a real-time report for this, sir. So these were the challenges earlier, which we have already mentioned. A lot of paperwork, not able to properly monitor, visit not authenticated, no proper scoring mechanism. All this with this solution, we made it mandatory for every VM to visit. Reports are stored digitally. Authenticity of the visit is there. Scoring mechanism and with a better vigilance. The outcome of this visit app is we are now having 100% CSP visits done by our branches. We have completed 7,629 visits and counting. It is all digitized, no paperwork. We have structured the visits. We have reduced the exceptions, and we have helped in improving the CSP performance. We have used open source UI SDK Flutter based on Dart language. The Firebase is backend and API. We use the cloud platform from Google Cloud Platform. And we have also have security in encryption and transit and rest with access control, sir. The future expansion plan is we want to run and show the running debit and credit summations for certain accounts, whichever is chosen, verification of sample transactions, and also we want to include this in the CSP audit also, sir. As we have already told you, this in IBA, we have been awarded Best Digital Financial Inclusion Initiatives for 4 years running, sir, in financial inclusion initiatives. We have received runner-up award, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, I'm not able to hear you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Very good project for system improvement. A very good project for system improvement using digital technology. Excellent work, sir. All the appreciation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
See, what I am saying is that this is central service points,
sir, right? Customer service points, sir.
Customer service points.
Yes.
Now, how much efficiency it has brought in because of this digital intervention, I would rather say.
I will tell you how it has brought in, sir. Now we have, earlier we would not know if the branch manager is sitting in the desk and writing the report that he has visited, sir. Now we have enabled and forced the branch manager to go to the location and see the environment and improve the coordination and control over CSP, sir. And as these locations are our ultra small branches, these ultra small branches are rightfully an extension of our bank, where we make available the transactions, business development, social security schemes, KYC updation, NPA monitoring. Now, only when there is an interaction between the branch manager and the CSP, it will happen, sir. So at least we have ensured that at least monthly once this happens. Either the branch official or the branch manager will go in physically and goes over to that location. So definitely it has improved, sir. That coordination, that interaction, and it has helped us in many ways, sir, like that.
Any reduction in cost also?
No, sir. Cost will go up because our people will pay charges. So the charges, we are not looking at it from cost perspective because we wanted to ensure that the person visits the CSP location, sir.
Okay,
There will be some cost, but when they go there, they plan for other inspections also. So anyway, when they go for inspection, they'll do it, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Good.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, appreciation.
It is basically with an intention of going digital, going green, and as the saying goes, keep the world clean. So this campaign is helping us in adoption of digital transactions by the customers in apes, honors and offers, account deposit and rupee transactions. And also encourage people who are having PMJDY rupee card to keep their cards active to ensure that their insurance is made available and available to them. Because only when a rupee card is used once in every 90 days, their card, which is providing accident insurance of 2 lakhs, can be used. So basically, we are trying to use focus on the customer needs and educating the customer, and be resulting in freedom from usage of paper, sir. We launched it during the 75th Independence Day, and our objective was, as I said, adoption of digital transactions among customers and reduce the workload at the branches. The transaction limits are for withdrawal up to 10,000 and deposits 30,000, transfers up to 10,000, sir. So this was available at the branches, sir, in our green channel counters. So as we call it at the branches, we provide them with a micro ATM, and this is the flow from which these transactions happen, sir. This is operated by our single vendor operator. What was the challenges we faced before which we wanted to address? Basically, illiterate customers find it difficult to write vouchers. Then when they write the vouchers, it is erroneous or partially filled. And also there is a problem that they need somebody's help to do this. Then there's a possibility of an impersonation. Then they have to wait in queues. Then the officer has to verify the voucher. And of course, there is a cost in stationery expenditure, sir. So So there is what is the advantage to the customer, sir? The advantage is freedom from writing vouchers, freedom from delays, having a quick and efficient service, freedom from dependency on others, that is especially for illiterate customers, freedom of option, that is using the debit card, freedom from, what is this? I'm not able to see this. Freedom from delays and reduction in turnaround time, freedom of choice of easy adoption of digital transactions, sir. To the branches, there is a freedom from partially filled or erroneous vouchers, freedom from signature verification, freedom from authorizing vouchers. At the end of the day, they have to do BBR checking in case of vouchers. That is freedom from BBR checking. As I again told you, we have freedom from stationery expenditure, freedom to focus on improvement of business. The innovations is to improve performance at Green Channel. We created a dashboard in MIS, and we created marks for each branches to achieve in our internal campaign called Chairman Ranking. And we have rewards and recognition for the top performing RBOs, branches, and employees. During the first campaign from 15th August 21 to 31st August 21, we have categorized that earlier 25% was a benchmark for doing the green channel, transactions. But what we thought is we'll throw a challenge at all the branches. And then what we did is we made above 25% to 50% as bronze, and above 50 to 75 as silver, and above 75% as gold. So totally in the first campaign, 86 branches.
वही रंग है पक्का ना मिल रहा है ना तुमने करके देखा
Am I audible, sir?
Color to वही.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Then in the second campaign, which we ran from 1st June to 22 to 31st March 22, here we have, and it is continuing, sir. We are having 30% to 50%, 50 to 75, and above 75% in gold. We have achieved a total of 30 branches in gold. That is above 75% of all the eligible transactions is being routed through this channel. 108 in silver and bronze is 119. We have provided certificates and mementos to the top performing RBOs and employees, sir. So this is in tune with the expanding and deepening of digital payment ecosystem, EDDPE, promoted by RBI. And our bank has actually achieved 100% digitalization of all the accounts, eligible accounts. And GCC transactions has gradually gone from 50,160 to 9,12,000, and it has become 52% of the eligible transactions, sir. The future plans is we want to enhance the limits of withdrawal to 30,000. We want to introduce NEFT and IMPS in that, and also enrollment of social security schemes in this, green channel, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In fact, it has eliminated many channels, many steps in the process of dispersing the amount. Has it led to some reduction in the manpower and redeployment to other functions?
Sir, actually, we are a Gramina bank where most of the branches will be 1+1, sir.
Okay,
so we cannot reduce further, sir. But it has improved the efficiencies.
Definitely, definitely.
And also, it has actually made available time to the branch staff to do certain more areas like social security or KCC loans or SHG loans like that. The efficiencies have crept into the system.
Definitely, definitely.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good work.
No, my question was how many, you said around 53% of your transactions are digital now?
No, sir. During whatever eligible transactions which could have been done in the micro ATM, now 52% is going through them, sir.
Okay.
Our bank is now having a total of 88% of the transactions in the digital mode, sir.
Like, this is what I want.
Yeah. But 52% of what we have said about 10,000 micro ATM, 10,000 withdrawals, which are coming into the branch. Out of the 100 transactions, 52 are going through this channel, sir.
And to my mind, most of your clients must not be illiterate. Only a very, maybe 5–10% may be illiterate.
No, sir. We are actually operating in the deep hinterland of Telangana, where our branches are in the nook and corner of the rural areas.
Okay.
So the Aadhaar payment system, which we are using here, Aadhaar payment system that we use the fingerprint biometric, which is helping us in doing this, sir.
Okay, good. So all the best.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yes, we have got in the digital bank Mitra, we have got totally 596 customer service points, out of which we have got 230 women CSPs, that we call them bank Sakis. We operate in 1526 service area villages across 18 districts of Telangana state, and they offer at-par transactions to the customers, sir. Basically, the functions of ultra small branches, transaction banking, KYC, social security schemes, business development, NPA recovery, lead generation, and financial literacy also, sir. These are the services offered at these locations: account opening, enrollment of social securities, sourcing of demand loans, gold loans, and we got a tie-up with Tata Motors, Tata Motor Vehicles, lead generation for our SBI Life, SBI General, and then recovery of NPA and bad loans. Aadhaar and mobile seedings, they enable us to help us in getting that. And also PGP, we use they use Aadhaar payment system, RuPay card, and offers transactions, sir. The objective of digital banking at local bank Mitra was for the convenience of the customers who are at the nook and corner of the state. We wanted to bring them into the orbit of financial inclusion. And once we have done that, initially we have done it for account opening. We wanted to do account opening also, and also transaction banking, which was already there. We wanted to enable social security scheme made available at the Bank Mitra. So towards this, we have given two digital applications. One is digital account opening through video KYC functionality to our customers, which use artificial intelligence and geotagging technology to open their account through VKYC method. And second is to enroll our customers and onboard them to APY, PMJJBY, and PMSBY. We use Aadhaar-based OTP to validate and authenticate the customer for onboarding to social security schemes. And necessarily, these customers should be having an account with our bank. So basically, the Bank Mitra has to download the Digi TGB app from Play Store, register their mobile number, log in with an OTP, and then a 6-digit PIN is available to start the account opening process. So when the customer, any person wants to open account with our bank, this app they can use, which is now made available to the CSP, and they can use their option of continue with digital saving or Insta account. Insta account is one which we have got where the Aadhaar is available without even in a matter of few seconds based on the OTP authentication. But a fully loaded VKYC will go through a process, VKYC process, where the Aadhaar number, OTP authentication, the document is uploaded with the Aadhaar number and PAN card, and also a signature. Personal details are captured and fetched from the Aadhaar site, UIDI site, and populated in our database. Then through a video call, it is validated, a reference is given, reference number, and a verification code is done for verifying the customer, and then account is created. The customer is asked to show the documents and also sign in front of the official who is doing the video call. The account is created, and the SWIFT number, account number, and at what time and date it is done, it is shown and displayed, sir. The innovations here is that we are using artificial intelligence, face recognition, geotagging, assistance to rural and illiterate customers, and we are also using something called G-Check provided by our vendors for uncovered customers for social security schemes, and also we have provided this facility at the BC point. So what was the challenges and what was the solution? The challenges was for lack of access to our customers in these areas, and the CSPs, because they had a problem with smartphones and not having access to digital products. And they needed to come to the branch to avail any of these services. And sometimes they had to forego their entire day to get to any of these products. Now we have enabled this at their doorstep. And because of this, the illiterate customers who are not aware how to use the smartphones, they can be onboarded by the Bank Mitra. And we also conducted by the 2041 literacy camps conducting during 22-23 to spread awareness of digital products. We have involved Bank Mitra also, sir. The outcomes which we have got is we have opened so far 3,135 digital accounts through these points. Digital onboarding of JJBY, SBY, and APY is happening. Improvement in CSP performance is there. Efficient and convenient for the customer. And we have made it BKYC and SSS available at the customer doorstep. Our future plan is that we want to make this into a biometric authentication for Social Security at Bank Mitra. Then we also want to source small ticket loans by Bank Mitra as part of financial inclusion. And as I earlier told you, we want to provide IMPS in NEFT facilities at the Bank Mitra. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vijay Kumar. I think we are pleased to note that your bank is doing excellent work and is not less than any commercial bank, because you are doing almost the same activities, especially with regard to digitization, and that too in rural areas and remote areas, which is a big challenge.
Yes.
So keep on doing the good work. I am very happy to take your presentation. Thank you.
Thanks. It's a real pleasure to present for SKOCH, sir.
Oh, very good.
Thank you, sir. Very good initiative. Use of digital technology, even in Grameen Bank, it is really commendable. All the appreciation, sir. Thank you, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All great goes to my team and IT team and FI team who have done excellent work, sir.
Yes.
Very good morning, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity given to Bank of Maharashtra for this presentation. I am Divesh Dinkar, CTO and GM IT from Bank of Maharashtra. And along with me, my team, my data center in charge, Mr. Abhinav Chaube is there. And also we have Mr. Nishant, my team member, who is working closely on this particular project, and Mr. C. These 4 people are there. Bank of Maharashtra, you all know, I'll not take much time. The bank has been doing well.
Sorry to interrupt you. Could you just play it on full screen, the PPT?
Okay. So bank in its journey, you must have seen the balance sheet for the last consistently for the last 3 years. Bank is doing exceptionally well in terms of financial data, and whatever efficiency ratios are there, that is also going on. And in its journey of growth, technology is very critical for the future of the bank. And with that thought, we have marked this financial year as a digital year for the bank. And the motto is to create digital bank within the bank. With this particular intent, we found that there were a lot of challenges. If you ask me, for the last 1.5 years itself, we have onboarded almost 40 applications just to strengthen our IT infrastructure to make it more robust and for digitalization of more and more processes, robotic process automation, then digital transformation. There are many initiatives bank has taken, and in the latest business commencement day on 8th of February, we could launch more than 30 such initiatives in the bank. That is a statement on behalf of Bank of Maharashtra. What is the intent of the bank in terms of digital processes and automation? To achieve that, as you all know, the infrastructure is very, very critical. And historically, what we have faced that whenever some application, some technology tool we onboarded, we feel
yes. You have 10 minutes to present. So come to the main project.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That coming, same. So to have the automation and to save cost, that is one, as well as the turnaround time to enable the digital infrastructure to host any application. We launched our own private cloud named Nakshatra. And that has been the brief background from where it is coming from. And that is the presentation from all of us today. Now I'll request my colleague, Mr. Nishan, to have a walkthrough on what Nakshatra is in Bank of Maharashtra.
Yeah, thank you and respected jury members. So as the context was set by GM sir, I'll take it forward. So cloud adoption is a need of our for banking sector because in last few years, the banking sector has seen a lot of changes. So why cloud adoption is required? Because there is a huge shift in customer expectation. Now the customers are asking for some tailor-made products. They're asking for real-time payments. So to cater these kind of needs, if you talk about the UPI transaction, let us take an example of UPI transactions. So UPI transaction in last financial year, India has seen almost 70 billion digital transaction, out of which 6,000 million transactions per month were observed through UPI. So such a huge transaction require robust infrastructure. So that's why we need cloud adoption in banking sector. However, in banking sector has not seen much progressing as far as cloud adoption is concerned. What are the challenges? Why banking sector has not seen much progress in cloud adoption? Because of architectural alignment, and that is the legacy applications are there, some core banking applications are there, and it is difficult to move from physical infrastructure to cloud-based infrastructure. Some preserving dependencies are there, like distributed systems are there. For different applications, there are different systems and data dependencies. So these are some challenges because of which the BFSI sector has not seen much progress in as far as cloud adoption is concerned. So Bank of Maharashtra has launched its own private cloud that is named as Mahabank Nakshatra. So while adopting the cloud adoption, bank has set up some frameworks that is developing and adopting a cloud strategy, managing organizational and business process change, organizing IT around the service delivery, making it faster, making it flexible, making it scalable. Because as I told you that transactions are increasing many-fold, so we need a robust infrastructure. And also there should be a scalability as and when computing requirements are needed. So we should be able to host applications on fly, and we should be able to scale our applications on fly. So these are the framework adopted for cloud adoption. So coming on to key components, I'm pleased to inform the jury members that Bank of Maharashtra is among few premier banks who has enhanced its capabilities after implementing two major key components, that is automation and orchestration of cloud adoption. Cloud adoption has three components. One is virtualization. Virtualization means separating your computer from physical infrastructure to the virtual infrastructure so that you can run multiple operating systems. Going forward, one step further is automation. It refers to the tasks which are accomplished without any human intervention. Suppose for UPI, you want to host any infrastructure, any server, any storage. For that, you require manual intervention, like some physical computers, storage. And after that, from time to time, as the transactions are increasing, you have to increase your sizing. So that requires a lot of human effort, a lot of manual intervention. But since automation facility is there, you can completely eliminate the manual intervention and make your application hosting very flexible, very scalable. Another part is orchestration. Orchestration refers to arranging group of tasks that are automated. So we can say that multiple automated tasks are organized in a group, that is orchestration. For example, for running any application, you require many kind of middleware, many kind of softwares. So for installing each and individual softwares is also a manual task, a very time consuming task. We can automate this through orchestration. So Bank of Maharashtra has come up with one of the few premier banks who has done automation and orchestration along with virtualization while adopting the cloud. So telling more about Nakshatra. Nakshatra is super scalable. It comes with a virtualization technology that is built as present. It can host more than 500 applications. It comes with modernization, that is VMware Tanzu platform is there, and which helps to categorize the application, containerizing the applications, and also it comes with security. When we talk about cloud adoption, security is very most important aspect. So Nakshatra has inbuilt VMware NXS security that provide you like zero trust security framework, segmentation, micro segmentation. Like it provides VPN connectivity for connecting with external devices. It also does the IP binding, or you can say physical device integration. On those devices which you are accessing, it can bind with, and the access is restricted to those devices only. So also while adopting to cloud, we have taken the security framework also into consideration. So you need not to worry about security framework. Going forward, these are some key benefits for Nakshatra. Our 50% workload has been distributed across Nakshatra. More than 50% applications are hosted already on Nakshatra. So we need not to worry about their computation, their storage, their sizing. Anytime we can on fly, we can create, we can host any application, because see, now the customers' expectations are more and more. Let us take an example. From debit card, nowadays the customers are demanding for some wearable. So wearables means some kind of smartwatch, or some kind of you can say ring or stickers where you can just tap and pay. So to accommodate these kind of applications, you need a robust infrastructure. Yeah, it is not like you can go for conventional infrastructure hosting, and suppose your users have increased many times, and then you are taking 2-3 days to again adding storage and sizing. So the scalability, flexibility, containerization, and security, these are the 4 pillars of any cloud journey, any cloud adoption. And Bank of Maharashtra has taken all these 4 accommodating in the Mahabank Nakshatra. So going forward, benefit analysis. These have given 30 to 40% infrastructure cost saving for Bank of Maharashtra. The theme for Mahabank Nakshatra was to experience, resilience, and convenience. It should provide you better experience. It should give you the robust infrastructure, and it should be on tips, so that application hosting is easier, convenient. If you talk about space requirement, it is very space efficient also, because compared to physical infrastructure, it is virtual and taking less space. It is centralized, easier management, and as I told you that you need not to worry about the security framework. It has advanced zero security trust security feature. Also, time benefit. When we talk about the physical infra, it starts with procuring the hardware, procuring the servers, and it also contributes to the lead time for the delivery and setup. While in Mahabank Nakshatra, you can host any application, any digital application, any technology application as per requirement of bank. You can just set up on fly. So it also provides you choice for selection of hardware, mix and match of server hardwares. It is scalable on demand, and maintaining is very much easier. It requires less manpower requirement. So going forward, these are some other modernization which we have done. We have one metering portal also that gives you.
Please conclude now.
Yeah, please. Yeah, yes, sir. Going forward, so these are some screenshots which shows that we have our self-service portal where we have automated our hosting of digital applications, and how we have deployed our, if you want to add any kind of storage, any kind of infrastructure, any kind of disk, any CPU cores, you can just, any user can just add it to their digital application without any manual intervention. So it has also approvals where we can, after approval, the infrastructure can be added without any manual intervention. So Nakshatra has brought 2 things, that is infrastructure as a service and software as a service, IaaS and software as a service. So here we are showing the SaaS, that is MS SQL deployment software, just for example, and that is getting deployed without any manual intervention. So successfully deployed. So as I told you that flexibility, scalability and security are the major containers in this Nakshatra. So these are our last slide for roadmaps. How at present we are at Nakshatra 2.0, where we have successfully deployed automation and orchestration. Going forward, we are also looking for going for multiple hybrid, multiple cloud framework, which will give us the compliance, the governance, and also we are looking for to add other than IaaS and SaaS. Going forward, we are looking for to add platform as a service, which will provide the combination of IaaS, SaaS, and along with that containers and microservice. We are also looking to integrate it with DevOps automation. So this is all about Mahavan Nakshatra. It is secure, it is better performing, it is cost efficient and highly scalable. So it can bring a revolution in BFSI sector. So adoption of cloud is a need of our, and Bank of Maharashtra is fully embracing it to the optimum extent. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Just tell me one thing.
Yes, sir.
Has there been rationalization of your manpower also after this cloud adoption?
Yeah, it has been done. So for the current financial year, while we have started this implementation, sir, we have also made a roadmap for rationalization of manpower. So I can tell you around what is happening now from vendor-driven bank that has been. So most of our this architecture were managed by the vendor only, and bank team and all, they have now taken the lead seat. So we are moving from vendor-driven to vendor-assisted bank. And we have already reduced a lot of manpower. Almost 12% reduction has been there post-implementation of these automation in this process.
Very good. Very good. Any other commercial bank which has gone for this cloud adoption? Are you aware?
Not much for all, sir, but yes, State Bank of India, also big bank, they have got their Meghdoot, that is also their private cloud, but the architecture, deep architecture, we won't be able to tell, but yes, they also have their private cloud.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think you are doing good work. Thank you.
Good work, sir. Can you tell us about what is the project cost and how much time did it take you to put the this cloud Nakshatra?
Yeah, so sir, actually there are three parts for this. This is a 5-year setup. So if we talk about total project cost, it will be around 10 CR per year. That is the ballpark I am telling. But many of it will go into 3 phases: storage, as well as VMware, that virtualization, and the automation and orchestration part, which is the unique thing which probably none of the banks could implement so far. So these 2 things are the major uniqueness in this. And the cost, as I told you, ballpark, the next 5 years we have to cover that. TCO, we call it TCO.
Okay. Thank you, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Sir, this is the first this project which we have given the money under our CSR project. This is the apparel made-ups and home furnishing sector skill council. Can you go to the next page, sir? Oh, can I go? The target was there, sir. Total 200 people were to be trained, and 208 total enrolled, and total trained were 208. This project standing was this, sir.
Basically, sir, just to add to what Ramakant sir is saying, I'm sorry I'm not visible in the screen because Ramakant sir is the presenter. Basically, we have tried to train all these people, and they have already got employment. After this was one of the CSR agenda for us for skill development. So can you go to the next, please?
Next page, sir. This is the brief description of this project, sir. This AMHSC under the CSR project is sponsored by India, Udhampur in Jammu at the Bashet and Nabulta village. The centers with 50 machines and 100. This capacity was inaugurated on 5th October 2021 by Mr. Rajesh Balotra, Senior Branch Manager, DVDCC member. The training center are equipped with the latest industrial sewing machines. Non-residential training will be provided to the female candidates. Post-training candidate will be provided placement in the local district. Our honorable guest, the Development Council, Sri Prakash Chand, DDC member, District Development Council, Sarpanch Mr. Surinder Thakur and Ramesh Satri, along with Mr. Gaurav Srivastav, Senior Executive, AMHCC, appreciated the effort of Shahi Export and NIA for establishing center for the need in the remote location of the district. The authorities assured all possible support to the establishing this district for the betterment of women. The occasion had the gracious presence of Mr. Manager Operations and Mr. Manoj Mandal, Senior Executive Operations from the Shahi Development. So inauguration of the training center in Chennai. In Chenani, sorry, district Udhampur. As we are aware that the district belongs to a hilly area, multiple challenges were faced before starting the project and the solutions provided were high in excellence, scalability and applicability roadmap.
So just to add to this, actually we have our office at Chandigarh, our regional office, and they have a official office near this area. They go and monitor. They had gone and monitored in actual, they have been, all these skill development, whatever has been done, they have been given placement. It is being monitored, it was being monitored and the reports were being submitted to us.
So these are some challenges faced and the solutions provided, sir.
See, I have a request to make. You have total 10 minutes to present. So let the presentation be first over and then we can add on whatever we want to add.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. During these challenges faced and the solutions provided during the implementation of the project, sir, during mobilization, there was a big challenge faced due to the hilly area because Jammu is a hilly area where transport facility and communication facility is difficult to reach. And so at least 5 to 10 kilometer groups to reach out to the villages and to nearby localities. AMHCC approached the DDC, BDC, Sarpanch of the villages for the smooth mobilization formation, which in result help us to a lot of implement and launch this project batch. Lack of knowledge and awareness among the people about the scheme projects, and it visited almost every house within 4 panchayats of the locality and provided information to spread information as much as possible, sir. Challenges faced and solution provided for supporting employability in the region. AMHSC faced the biggest challenge of providing employability to the trainees in the locality. The team was providing the employment. Even the parents and guardians were not allowing the trainees to go so far from their area to work. AMHSC arranged the guardians meeting in their locality and make them understand the benefits of their child's employability. Next page, sir. These are some photographs for the inauguration and the success of this project. Mobilization activities, sir. People visiting to the far in the villages to convince the people to come and get the skill development at this center. The meetings held at the office of the Deputy Commissioner Udhampur, Mrs. Hindu Kanwal, Administrative Service, Indian Administrator Work, Mr. Prashant Sharma spoke of Jammu CSR, Shahi Exports. The project details of Mr. Sharma later on discussed and elaborated the project guidelines through which AMHCCs are providing training and placement of the female candidates to stand on their feet. The meeting was successful and got the help from the District Commissioner in favor of this project implementation, and the candidates were provided the employment. So this is the meeting photograph, sir. This is the skill development to the among the women in that area where these type of centers are not or very less available in the nearby areas. So they can get the employment after their skill development through these projects. Next, sir. These are the training activities which the women, which they have prepared the garments during their training period and stitches the garments after getting the training during the training period. Motivated the trainees for better training and job opportunities. Some photographs are there, sir. These are the motivational glimpses of assessment activities. Assessment of trainees conducted under the proper guideline by Mr. Vinod Kumar. An assessment of the training gone through the 3-step evaluation, written test, view and practical. And this was successful and assessed by very much satisfied by the training performances. Since my colleague has already mentioned that we have a branch very near to this place. So our branch manager also visited in that area, and you can see the photograph. They visited the center also, this Chennai Skill Center Jammu, and inspected this center and trainees and took feedback from the batch status and training and infrastructure facilities. This is the certificate distribution program was also organized on 22nd April 22 for after completion of this training, and this certificate has enabled them to get the employment in local areas. So these are the detail of these things, sir. This is the from the AD from NIA, Honorable Guest, Mr. Prakash Chand, BDC, Export Coordination Jammu, and Mr. Aslam Rahman Ansari, trainer, the guest, and briefed them about the event curriculum. And these are the some synopses and the details of that the certificate distribution program, sir. So this is the some glimpses of the certificate distribution in that center. You can see the women are sitting in the hall and the certificates are being distributed and shown to, and in the one of the photograph they are showing their certificates also. These are the some news clips that has come in that area. Some media coverage. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Just tell me one or two things.
Yes, sir.
What is the type of placement you did? Was it with some agency or I don't know what sort of placement you did? Of the 142 you placed.
Actually, this has given to the employment self-employment because they can work from the home and stitch the clothes or the other, like tailoring.
So who has given this job to them? On job basis they were doing?
Job basis they were doing, sir.
But who is giving them this work?
This they get from the local area, sir. Wherever the skill is there, the local people come and
So you have not placed them. It is just they went back to their place, and then if they get some work, they will do it.
Sir, can I add, please?
Please.
So basically what happened is once they were given the certificates, then our branch people, they just went and they saw they went and met some of these people because we could not meet all the participants of the skill development. Some of them were self-employed, sir. Some got employment in the clothing store where the tailoring is also done. Some had opened a self stitching of clothes of the local people.
Yeah. So everyone did was at his own.
Yes, sir. Because our project was to get them
trained. That's all.
Yes, sir. But we went one step further to just see whether actually it was of use to them.
So 142 of them, as per your this thing, they got engaged themselves. No?
Yes,
engaged themselves.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Agrawal Sahab, can you tell us what was the role of Shahi exports? Shahi exports, are they helping in export of their products?
Yes, sir. They are actually taking the clothes stitched by these people to export it, sir. So basically, they are also interested in the skill development in a small, in a big way, because the clothes what they stitch are taken by Shahi exports for selling.
Okay, because that is a very essential. Otherwise, the product will not be taken up.
Yeah. Because
and so this basically this apparel made up is also coming under the Ministry of Skill, whatever the circular they are giving.
Okay.
So for every year, New India takes upon itself to have one skill development proposal, CSR proposals.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, please.
Sir, this the next project which we have given to Tata Memorial Hospital based in Mumbai under the CSR initiative for purchasing of equipments, medical equipments. As you all know, sir, Tata Memorial is well known for the cancer treatment all over India. So time to time we are providing assistance to buy the new equipments for detecting of cancer and the management of the cancers. So this project we have done under CSR, sir. So we have given these equipments. These are the equipments: Striker, NAV 3i, Umake patient monitor, infusion pump, eye strip, LNT point, and EICC kits. This requirement came from the Tata Cancer that we should give some assistance on these equipment so that the better management of cancer can be done. So every item, that equipment has been now well explained here. This is the Striker NAV 3i, how this equipment is used. This is the procurement of this for bone and soft tissue services, Department of the Surgery of Oncology. And this Tata Cancer is located at Parel, Mumbai. And the intraoperative the background and rationale of this equipment is the intraoperative navigation software has been utilized within the medicine for many years, and neurosurgery was the first to adopt navigation into surgical practice to map brain tumors. Within this musculoskeletal oncology surgery, navigation system have played an important role, particularly in pelvic surgery, limb reconstruction, and limb salvage. Intraoperative navigation assisted surgeries are shown an increase in the accuracy of resection and complete tumor removal. The objective to facilitate adequate surgical margins and safe resection defined by the avoidable functional impairment. Intraoperative computer-assisted navigation used to achieve the under-mentioned goals. Benefit of this project will be, sir, optimal surgical margins and therefore reduce local recurrence, more accurate tumor resection, benefit in complex pelvic or periapical resection, reduction in surgery-associated morbidity, better reconstruction and improved functional outcome. Number of patients benefited annually is about 150 patients. Next, sir. These are the photographs of this equipment, sir, which is being used for this treatment. Next, sir. The second one is you make the patient monitor. The monitor for the Department of Medical Oncology, Adult Hematology. The location is Adult Hematology Unit in the same place. in Tata Memorial, Parel, Mumbai. Background is getting all vital information of a patient in one interface is important in patient management, which is efficient for the attending doctor. It simplifies workflow during an emergency. Objective and goal to improve the patient care by using these intuitive OMEC patient monitors for improving efficiency of the doctors, leading to better patient outcomes. Benefit of the project is help in the routine patient management, help in the improving patient care by providing all vital information in one user interface, which has resulted in the time efficiency and thus directly improving patient management. Number of patients benefited annually 1,200 patients. Next, sir. This is the patient monitor, sir. The photograph is there for the equipment. For that we have given the under CSR project. Next, sir. Third one was the infusion pump. This was also for the medical oncology, adult lymphoid. Location is again same at the Parel, Mumbai. And infusion pumps are required to give certain chemotherapeutic drugs to the patients, IV fluids, and used in medical emergencies. Inotropes in a controlled manner as opposed to the routine infusion systems are very essential equipment, especially in an oncology setting. The objective is to improve patient care by way of better drug delivery mechanism. With the help of this equipment, there has been enhanced care in terms of effective drug delivery. Number of patients benefited annually 1,700 patients. This is the photograph of that equipment, sir. Infusion pump. Fourth one was I-state alinity point. The location is again at the Tata Memorial Hospital, Parel, Mumbai. While the managing patients, the waiting time to get results of the blood test plays a crucial role in decision making. With the help of I-state alinity point device, this waiting time can be reduced because of the single air and bedside test. This device improves patient care by giving faster results in one user interface used by bedside. To improve patient care by using an advanced device. Benefit of the project, this device was help us in improving our efficiency in patient management by getting essential information at bedside in lesser time. A number of patients benefited annually is 321 patients. Next, sir. This is the photograph of that equipment, sir. This alinity point. PICC kits. The full form is this, sir. Peripheral inserted central. Line is an essential component of chemotherapy administration. A PICC is a device used to draw blood and give treatment. In patient receiving prolonged duration of chemotherapy, this is an invaluable resource in improving patient-related quality of life as well as easing methods of administration of treatment. These are the photographs, sir, of these kits.
Now you please tell us.
Sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Please tell us what was the total cost of these equipments which you donated?
Just a minute.
Hello.
Sir, 2 crore 80 lakhs, 86 lakh 89,383.
Okay. Okay. Now, this was your first sort of donation or under CSR, or you keep on doing to Tata earlier?
We keep on doing, sir.
You keep on doing.
Yes. Sir.
Achha, do you put your sort of placards or some symbols that it is donated by New India?
Yeah, sir. If you would have seen on the photograph, our logo is there, sir, on the machine.
On every machine it will have.
Yeah.
Good. Because once you are spending money, you should have some, somewhere people should feel correct, that yes, New India is doing good work.
And we have gone there and we have seen also, sir. This is our logo is there. That this is given under the CSR by New India Assurance. So our name is there.
Very good. Very good. Thank you very much.
It's
No question.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Is this the only CSR funding in health sector, or your company is still doing some helping some other health projects also?
So can I add?
Yeah.
Please.
So, yeah, we are doing for other centers also, sir. Other than metro interiors also, we are donating machines, especially like here also. Once for eye center we had donated. Once we had donated to Netralaya in Assam. So we are doing, sir, other than Tata Memorial.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Recently, we have done in Baroda also. We are providing some equipment there for the treatment of cancer, sir.
Good work. Good work. Thank you, please.
Thank you, sir. Akshay Patra. Sir, this is at the Puducherry. We have provided assistance for construction of the kitchen. And I happened to be there at the time of inauguration. So I have visited also that kitchen, and it was in the association with the GIC, General Insurance Corporation, and New India Assurance jointly has given the money under CSR for construction of this kitchen to provide the food to the schools at the nearby area. So this is purely the CapEx model. We have provided the tools and the construction of building finance under this CSR. Next, sir. The project overview is, sir, in the year 2000, Akshay Patra Foundation along with New India Assurance to build the Puducherry kitchen with the capacity to serve midday meal to 50,000 children daily. The project aims to provide hot and nutritious food to the children from government and the government-aided schools in Puducherry. Due to onset of COVID-19 and the subsequent lockdowns that pursued, the operations of the kitchen were delayed, leading to the kitchen being inaugurated on the 5th of January 2022. Next. You can see the photographs, industrial scale, highly automized kitchen equipped to cook meals of for 50,000 plus children. And food is packed in stainless steel 304 grade vessel, which keeps food hot and fresh until served. And these are the delivery ones by which the this food is being delivered to the different schools in the nearby area. Next, sir. At present, Puducherry kitchen is serving midday meals to over 54,000 plus children across 290 plus schools daily. Since its inception, the kitchen has been able to serve over 61 lakh plus meals to school children in Puducherry area. Next. Project outcome and impact, sir. Though the midday meal program, we strive to eliminate classroom hunger and also target the acute nutritional and the low socio-economic communities. Classroom hunger reduces, increased attendance and better enrollment, improved retention from the class to class, and cognitive concentration increases. School participation improves, reduced economic burden on the beneficiary family, adoption of the best practices on nutrition, and more academic hours. The impact was to improve the overall health of the student child. Students' educational performance improves, improved learning outcomes, and improved nutrition status, and the reduction in malnutrition. Economic impact through employment generation, procurement and processing, and taxation to the exchequer. Next, sir. This is the menu on the different dates. It is being provided. Highlights of midday meal, customized to suit the local palate, planned weekly to keep the children interested in the meal. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, different meals are provided at the local level. Some of the photographs are also there, sir. Next. How it is processed, the meals are prepared in the centralized Puducherry kitchen. Meals are transported to school through TAPF modified vehicles. and meals distributed by school designated employees. Next, sir. These are the photographs of glimpses of the photograph of the kitchen, sir. You can see the used utensils are there. Those are used for cooking of the food. And rice and sambar and dal, chapati and everything, sir, in that area. And it is lively, it is being prepared. Beneficiary, this school name is Jivanandan GHS, that area in Puducherry. So they have given their feedback, sir. It's very competitive. You need to improve your skills on your own time and ability to adapt pretty quickly. His favorite subject is computer science. He has also enrolled himself as a computer coach, basic gaming. There are definitely plenty of people playing video games and buying video games. There being shortage of job, but you have to do everything you can make your skills. He enjoys eating rice and sambar that is served as a part of midday meal program by Akshay Patra. The food given the energy to study well. Next, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Any questions, sir?
Just a small question.
Sir.
So, who ensures the quality and how?
So we had gone, sir. Myself, like Ramakant sir had gone for the inauguration. We had food with the children. The food, what was to be served, we ate that food, sir. It is simple food. It's just curd rice and after that also, the quality was actually measured by one of our regional office in charges had gone in between to just check whether the same quality is maintained.
And we have a divisional office. We have an office in Puducherry, sir. They frequently visit to this center to see whether the food is being served and it is properly served to the people, to the students. In the
that is okay. But day-to-day quality, internally they must be also checking. So whose responsibility is that?
It's Akshay Patra's responsibility, sir, basically, to provide and the government is also partnering with this project. So the government people are also involved in this project. So they also ensure that the good food is served to the student. And time to time, our people also, once a fortnight, they visit this center and see that properly the things are being managed and the food is served to the students in timely manner.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, what is the annual budget of this project?
We finance a total project cost was 11.84 crore and we have given 6 crore.
Okay. Thank you, please. Thank you.
The remaining given by GIC about 5 or something, sir.
Okay. Thank you, please.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is the fourth project which we have given the fund under CSR for construction of Snehalaya Pratishtha Group Home project, Group Home, a project supported by New India Assurance. So you can see our logo and the name of that building, sir. The New India Assurance company, I should have introduced you in the first itself only. It's a multinational general insurance company established in 1919, spread across in all the states and outside also in 29 countries. NISL, through its CSR activities, aims to transform India into the risk-aware society from being a risk-averse society. The CSR objectives are economic and social development without seeking any commensurate monetary benefits, positive impact through its CSR activities on health, malnutrition, environment, education, skill development in communities and the society. Snehalaya is this is the project. The name is Snehalaya. Snehalaya is the vision of the founder who believes that every woman should have a right to life free from any discrimination. Established in 1989, Snehalaya has the finding initiative to underprivileged girls and youths. Girish's actions more than the 3 decades in the small action can have a large impact on the society. Total Snehalaya works across 22 centers, health, education, and advocacy to have benefited from since 1989, saving countless lives and giving dignity back to those marginalized by society. Next, sir. The covers following sectors. Our new India's, this is the eradication, hunger, poverty, malnutrition, preventive healthcare, water and sanitation, education, employability, livelihood enhancement, contribution to central government funds, gender equality, women empowerment, senior citizens care, promoting national and rural sports, Paralympic and Olympic sports, environmental sustainability, rural development, heritage. These are our CSR aims where we can provide the assistance under the CSR. About Snehale, the vision to develop the capability of the individual and deprived of their fundamental of the result in inequalities in the societies. To provide the rehabilitative services to the most needed persons, to offer the safe and stay of their children trapped in the crippling cycle of poverty and abuse. Next, sir. The Pratishtha Group Home for Destitute Girls and Orphans. The objective to create a shelter facility with better care and homely atmosphere for the girls and women in difficult circumstances and rehabilitate them in the best possible way. The need of the project, 100+ girls and women of all age groups were staying in old shelter homes, that is dormitories. Two dorms provide only for basic need of shelter, but do not provide a familial atmosphere to the girls and women. When they continue staying in an institutional atmosphere, majority of them lack the much needed emotional quotient, self-reliance and interactive capability, ability to take on responsibilities. Next, sir. The Pratishtha Group Home for Destitute Girls. The solution is creating a group home facility has following advantage. Familial atmosphere, only 8 to 10 girls or women in one self-contained apartment structure. Separate caregiver for each apartment who have their own self-contained room. Onus on each girl or woman to keep the apartment clean and hygienic. They have the independence to decorate their own apartment according to their likes. Appropriate caregiver beneficiary ratio helps in better bonding, proper care and protection, attention to the mental and physical well-beings, etc. The age group of the girls 3 to 45 years, daughters of the sex workers living with HIV, AIDS, orphans and semi-orphans who are rescued from flesh trade, the destitute and neglected girls from nomadic tribe and tribal community, the victims of sexual exploitation and unmarried mothers, girls rescued from the child marriages, women rescued from domestic violence, from cyber crimes, sexual harassment at workplaces. Procurement process and quality checks. For this, prepare tender document with detailed abstract, tender floating, tender opening and interviews. Finalize engineers and sign contract agreement, quality check and supervision by admin services, head of the SNALE, periodic review of the management committee, party payment after work report certified by architect with the prior approval of the authorized person of SNALE according to contract terms, completion certificate, providing basic amenities, landscaping, gardening, solar energy used for water heating, adequate lighting of the site. And the completion, the period was 18 to 24 months. How this, the process which we have adopted, sir. The services offered group and one-to-one counseling, nutrition to girls for maintaining good health, medical facilities in the form regular CD4 count and viral load investigations, ART treatment, hospitals on site, schooling from 1 to 12th standard, skill development lab for exploring future career, connecting to various skill development centers for skill enhancement, admissions for degree courses, making them financially literate and independent. Next, sir. Advantage and replicability. providing a holistic atmosphere for overall growth of the girls, space for recreation and sports. Women in long-term shelter have spacious facility to stay with their children. The concept can be replicated by other shelter homes if similar spaces are created. This structure proves to be intermediate facility for girls before they step out into the real society, gives them a sense of responsibility towards their belongings and their fellow residents, provides a much needed space, especially for adults and girls above 18 years. Thank you very much, sir. We have, sir, all projects which are above 1 crore, all projects we do the impact assessment also. So this we have already done the impact assessment of all projects and we submit to the board also the impact of this project, how far this project has given the impact to the society.
Very good, very good. In fact, we are very happy to note that you are doing excellent work under CSR.
Thank you very much.
And not only that, you are evaluating also so that the real impact could be known.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Financing is one thing, sir, but impact also should happen in the society. So that's why we conduct the impact assessment also, sir.
Right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Very good. Very good work, sir. In fact, are they engaged in some economic activity or some educational pursuit or self-development courses like that at Snehalaya?
So at Snehalaya, basically, sir, this is only a construction that we have given for the building. So they are actually having also the impact assessment that we had conducted, that is conducted by an external agency.
External agency.
So they have conducted, and what they are saying is, if I can just take 2 more minutes of yours, I'll just, they have saying the first, 1 second, sir.
Sir, there are 10 apartments used by 113 girls and women and caregiver staffs, which they are living there. And they have given the proof also of the persons living there, attendance sheet also they were provided. That now the person who has gone, the agency that has gone to interview to see the impact assessment. So they have given a very positive report that this is giving a good impact to the society.
Okay.
I am able to answer your question, sir.
No, my just one query is that whether they are engaged in some self-development activity, some economic activity, some educational pursuit or like that. That's all.
So they are actually being, education is being given because all these girls are destitute children, especially from the sex trade or some abandoned children. So they are being, education is
basically
given.
Education, sir. They are providing education there.
If education is there, then everything can
yeah. True, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, the impact assessment agency has given us the attendance where the children have attended the school and all. They have given the proof of that. So.
Because after all, they have to move out into the society.
Yeah. True, sir.
They need to develop their self-confidence, their skills. Then all that.
Correct.
Thank you, please.
Thank you. Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Fine.
Is it coming in full screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. My name is Rashul. I am joined by two of my colleagues here, Chinmay and Barsha. We are basically, it's a very short presentation. We just wanted to talk about a scheme or a program basically implemented by the Finance Department of Government of Assam. So the scheme is called Assam Microfinance Incentive and Relief Scheme. I'll just tell you about the background. The microfinance sector. Microfinance is basically, as all of you know, is basically small loans given to low-income people, and it's mostly given for doing small businesses, basically. So there were a few challenges that we have been observing for last 3-4 years here, especially in Assam, was that these people who are the borrowers in microfinance sector, these are very vulnerable people. These are economically vulnerable group, and they have to face undue hardship due to high rate of interest, extremely high rate of interest in some cases, and there is coercive means of recovery by the microfinance lenders. They take away the household goods if the EMIs are not paid, and all these things were happening at the ground level. And then there was a lack of regulation for these microfinance institutions. Now, when we did some kind of analysis, we realized that the microfinance, there are 4 kinds of microfinance lenders. One are the banks, and rest 3 are the kind of NBFCs basically. So NBFCs, some specializes in the microfinance itself, some are general NBFCs who do a lot of other businesses. Microfinance is just one of them. And there is a third category who are small finance banks. Now, banks and most of the NBFCs are regulated by RBI and all, but there are still some small organizations who have been left out from the ambit of the national regulators. So, in view of this, what government did was the government in 2020-21, we started something called a microfinance entrepreneurship support fund, in which rupees 500 crores was earmarked for addressing these issues. There was some kind of implementation, but that's not relevant to this scheme. We'll come to that. Now, in later in 2020 itself, there was a Assam Microfinance Institution Lending Regulation of Money Lending Act that was enacted by the state government, which was basically to protect the interests of the borrowers. Now, when the current government came into power in last year, when came into power in 2021, a committee was constituted to see how this can be tackled. What do we have to do in this case? Now, the committee did multiple rounds of consultation with Reserve Bank of India, the other regulatory organizations. There are 2 major regulatory organizations. One is called the Microfinance Institution Networks, MFIN, and the other is called SADHAN. And there was a consultation with the small finance banks associations and the universal banks also. Based on this scheme came into existence in 2021. So on June of 2021, Honorable Cabinet approved the Microfinance Incentive and Relief Scheme. And we had 3 clear objectives in this. One was like providing relief to the stressed borrowers and to encourage them and help them regularize their repayments. Number 2 was to provide full or partial relief from repaying their loans. And the third was incentivizing the borrowers so that they can keep on making regular payments. In this extent, there are 2 things. One is called Code of Responsible Lending, and other is called Fair Practices Code, which basically says that within the microfinance sector, you can take loan from 3 lenders and up to an amount of rupees 1.25 lakhs. So in this case, our scheme was divided into 3 categories. Category 1 was the state government will provide incentive of up to rupees 25,000 or outstanding amount, whichever is lower, to each of the regular borrower. Basically, the people who have been paying their EMIs on time, they will be provided some kind of incentive so that they are motivated and others also come into the regular paying category. Number 2 was that there is a category 2 in which the people who have stopped their payment due to some unforeseen event, and but they have not still become NPA. NPA is non-performing asset. They have not become NPA. So they will also be helped by the government by providing some kind of incentive, and also their overdue amounts will be paid. And there is the category 3. Category 3 are focused on the stressed and destitute borrowers who have become NPA, mostly due to things like COVID, accidents, deaths, etc. And this will be focused. Now, as of now, we have completed the category 1, we have completed the category 2, and we are in the pipeline to do the category 3. So this is what it said. In category 1, we covered around 8.73 lakh beneficiaries, which amounted to rupees 1,600 crores. In category 2, we covered around 1 lakh beneficiaries that amount to rupees 190 crores, and we are in the pipeline to implement category 3. We are doing our analysis and we are preparing for that. Last slide, what we wanted to do was the impact is basically reassuring the entrepreneur women of the state that the government is with you, you can carry on with your work. Then there was a revitalization in the economy, the revolving funds were happening. And the last thing was a boost to the small industry sector. Yeah, that's it, what I had to say. If there's any question,
what was your overall objective? That was overall to help. Was yes, to help the microfinance entrepreneurs who were not in a position to pay their earlier dues for whatever reason.
Yes, that's correct. Basically, it started with the COVID lockdowns in 2019-20 when most of the people started defaulting due to their business was shut down or they were in lockdown, they had to shut down their businesses. And so that to bring them back on their foot and motivate them to go ahead, that was the first objective. But recurrently when the analysis were done, the more finer details came into light, and then accordingly the scheme was adjusted.
Now, as a result of this intervention,
yes,
how the things have improved? Have the things improved?
Things have improved substantially. Actually, what has happened is we keep on taking a 3-monthly or quarterly report from the credit bureaus on how much people has moved out of NPA to normal this thing.
Correct.
So there is a jump which is analyzed here, which is sometimes very high, and means there is a curve for that. Basically, people are moving out of NPA, people are getting back on this thing. Earlier, the repayment thing was very less. Now that it has.
My dear friend, the experience shows that you help them is fine, but after some time, after another 6 months, you will find that they will be in the same position, and they would expect further help from government.
That's correct. So we have done enough IEC for that, that people know that this is a one-time activity. Substantial number of IECs have been done, paper advertisement, radio ads, everything has been done. So this is very clear, and people know that this is a one-time thing that's happening.
Okay, wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Sir, in terms of numbers, how many beneficiaries have availed this facility?
Around 10 lakhs. 8.73 plus 1, so 9.73 lakhs.
Okay. And some NPAs might have come down. What is their numbers?
Their numbers I won't be able to share you now, sir, but we do an analysis. Last analysis we did in December. So March again we'll do that analysis. So numbers I don't remember exactly, but it has come down substantially from. It has come down in the last 4 quarters. It has come down.
Okay. Hope that it will further come down because the COVID effect is now.
Yes, correct. Very rightly said, sir. It should come down further. Yes.
Thank you, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you.